unfortunate. The European mind cannot comprehend Nashville hot chicken, it seems. So,
only a matter of time before Hattie B's is worldwide.
we need to take it global.
Femi Oladejo knows.
Yeah, well, Femi won the hot chicken challenge.
I sure did.
Well, you know, bub.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Have you been in? So we're here at Titan's house for the audience listening on FM radio. If you're hanging out on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch, we're live streaming the show as well, so you can see our surroundings. Have you been in Titan's house before? This is the first time they brought you on a tour.
They brought the rookies here,
Okay.
I want to say 3 months back. So this is my second time here.
So you see the, I'm sure you've seen the model.
Yep.
Not quite the scale, but still impressive.
Absolutely.
The idea, I mean, I know you're just excited to get the NFL season going, but the idea of playing in that thing at some point one day, that has to get you going.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's incredible. Just the outline, the designs. We had a chance to have dinner, actually, with all of the builders and the donors towards it, I believe, last week. So it was just good to hear from them and how much they're putting into it.
Was that the captain's dinner?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
7 team captains: Cody Barton, Amani Hooker, Jeff, obviously. I think that's all of the defensive captains.
Yep, 3. Yep.
Not mistaken. So for you guys, how do they kind of represent what you want this team to be?
Yeah, I think just selfless guys who want to help the team win ultimately, have a relentless mindset, and they produce every day and they lead.
For you, how much you kind of look up to what those guys have been able to accomplish so far in their careers in the league?
Tremendously. You know, Cody Barton's actually my locker mate. Jeffrey Simmons is like 2 lockers over. So just to see how they go about their routine every day and how locked in they are, including Hooker as well. Hooker's been a great big brother to me since I stepped here. So just extremely excited to see how they lead us up front and we follow them.
Femi Oladejo sitting down with us live at Titan's house. Where do you feel like individually you took the most strides? What area of your game from the moment your name was called in the draft to now getting ready for week 1?
I would say my pass rush development. I think obviously that was a known thing for me, transitioning from linebacker to a pass rusher. And I think just the development of my hands, being able to read sets, and then just get off the ball and play fast, and that's been the biggest development.
I always love to ask this question to rookies. We were talking to Gunnar Helm about this, but that sort of welcome to the NFL moment. I feel like everybody has a different one, whether it's training camp, a preseason game. Maybe it hasn't happened yet. Does something come to mind for you? Yeah,
I've had a few, and I've mentioned them to teammates. But they're like, nah, it's going to be something bigger than that. But I think.
Oh, wait, they're telling you, no, you don't get it yet.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't count yet.
Yeah, exactly. But I think just some vets, obviously, treating the rookies in a way. Hasn't been nothing too crazy, but just the vets. And then in the game, just like fell down a little bit against the Vikings, but it wasn't nothing too crazy. But like I said, they said I haven't experienced it yet, so be expecting it.
Titans second-round pick Femi Oladejo hanging out here with us at Titans house. A lot of Titans fans touring the sites and the scenes at this point. For you, the preseason games, what was kind of the learning curve? I've been playing football long enough at this point. That part is not new, but the idea of trying not to default to just working off strength or speed or some things like that, as opposed to trying to make sure that you have your technique rep in and rep out. How was that process for you?
Yeah, I think it was great. I think I've seen the importance of technique because everybody at this level is a great football player, a great athlete. It's the best of the best. So it's just extremely important to make sure your technique and the details being taught in practice and in meetings is actually applied. And I think I did a good job going after it, but there's always more you can do to keep improving.
That 10-day trip going from Tampa to Atlanta, that time away, kind of a unique thing, right?
Yeah.
What do you feel like you guys took away from that as a football team?
I think, one, we learned that we're a good football team, but also, two, that we can actually click as a unit, as a group, both defensively and offensively. I think, one, it didn't really – some feel like it felt like 10 days. I thought it went by pretty fast. But it was just great to know your teammates more on a deeper level, connect with them and see them every morning in a different city, different state, and I still practice with them.
How much more time did you spend with your fellow pass rushers, the outside linebacker group as a whole? Just how much more do you feel like you've gotten to know those guys on and off the field in that span?
A lot. Definitely everybody's individual go-tos and how they interact with each other. We had a chance to go get dinner a few times, and it was great. So I think we're a lot closer. Even in our meetings, we have a great vibe where we can laugh, be coachable, still learn, and still grow.
That 10-day road trip between Tampa Bay and Atlanta for joint camp and things like that, by the time we all got to Atlanta, y'all had a talent show? If I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, I think yep.
Was it just the rookies? Because I saw Arden up there.
Yeah,
Arden hadn't met a stage he doesn't like.
Right. So it started off with just all the rookies.
Yeah.
And then if you wanted to, you could volunteer to go up there if you're a vet or not a rookie.
Okay.
And you'll get some points for your team.
So did you have something planned out? Did you just get up there and do something on the fly? Like, what was Femi Oladejo's contribution to the talent show?
Yeah, so it was everybody, you get to pick teammates essentially that are rookies. So the most you can have on one team is 3 rookies. Me and Cam decided to go together. Cam used to play the drums back in church as a kid. So
Oh, you're kidding?
I'm not kidding. So we did a gospel song.
Okay.
And I think we got an average score of 8.5 out of 10, which was cool.
All right, you get the crowd going with you. Was it something
going.
everybody sung along to?
Not everybody, because I don't think everybody knew the song, but there was a good chunk of people that did know the song and sang along.
So Cam's, can he still do it on the drums?
He was solid. He got the job done. I mean, the consequence was if you didn't get a score of 7 or better, there was a spin the wheel of consequences. And
why does everybody have a wheel of consequences? We have a wheel of consequences. They got a wheel of consequences.
Yeah, so there was actually a few rookies who didn't, meet the criteria, and they had to do some things that were out of the ordinary.
Okay.
That was actually pretty hilarious. So yeah.
What's the funniest wheel of consequence punishment that you could share?
So speaking of, the outside linebackers, we had a dinner when we got to Atlanta, and I was getting on the elevator to go downstairs to the Uber, and one of the D linemen was in the elevator just sitting down in the chair offering what floor are you going to. So he was basically the elevator man just delivering everybody to their floor. So that was comedy. And then as soon as I got downstairs, Chim and Xavier Strepo, they had a lemonade stand in front of the hotel at the front reception desk. So that was pretty funny.
That's awesome. Femi Oladejo hanging out with us at Titans House. So the Denver Broncos, week 1. You were talking about getting to check out the new Nissan Stadium experience, what it's going to be like to play in that stadium in a couple of years. Is there a stadium that you look at on this schedule that you're particularly excited to play in? Is maybe Mile High Stadium up there on that list?
To be honest, I haven't really thought much about that. I know for me, just going back to Houston, that's going to be a big accomplishment in a sense, just because I actually used to live in Houston for a little bit, and my dad lives there, so very familiar with the city. Know a lot of people out there, have a lot of family. So I haven't thought too much about that question, but I know Houston comes to mind for sure.
How much have you learned about the Denver Broncos here in these last couple of days? And how different is it this week compared to what you guys were doing in the preseason, getting ready for an opponent? Like, how many game planning reps, so to speak, are you able to get in preseason when things are a little more vanilla, right? And obviously, things don't mean as much with the final.
Yeah, I think it's not too different. It's different in the sense of how much we're actually game planning. Because obviously in the preseason you have a group of 90 men who are trying to make a roster, so you're not giving them too much to play off of. You're just giving them the basics and just play fast. Now when it comes to an opponent, when it actually counts, you want to really make sure you have a game plan and everybody has their strategy of how to win. So it's been great. Been watching tape, watching film, and we feel good. And obviously want to keep getting prepared all the way till Sunday.
I want to get back to the Broncos here in just a second, but roster cut day is the first probably this is a different kind of environment.
It's business.
Moment that you and the rest of your fellow rookies or UDFAs have gone through. What was that kind of like to see that experience from, I guess, for lack of a better term, the outside looking in, understanding that you're in a good position being drafted by this team, but things change year after year, and you have to continue to make sure that you earn your spot on a 53 or really a 48 game day roster.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think it's sobering, and it gives you perspective on how much rent is due every day.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what your name is, where you come from, where you were drafted. Even I know a few cats that got drafted this year elsewhere and got cut still.
Yeah.
So just makes you put a perspective like, man, you can't take it for granted. and you got to get it every day. So
you talking to your boys around the league that got drafted in this year as well, just kind of touching base, or I mean, I imagine everybody's got their own thing going on.
Yeah, just a little bit. There's been a few guys that I got to train with pre-draft process that we're still in touch, and just talking to them and hearing from them, and it's been good.
We'll talk to you obviously before y'all go down to Houston, but that's going to be a unique moment for you, as you said. The idea of it not being a finish line type of situation, but at least a full circle thing to see where you started and how far you will have come by the time you get. That's week 4 on the road at Houston, if I'm not mistaken, right? How much are you looking forward to that in particular?
I'm looking forward to it extremely, just a lot. Just again, like I said, I grew up there for a little bit. I wasn't born there, but I moved there when I was a kid, around 8 years old, due to my parents getting divorced. My dad moved there. I moved with them. I'll never forget. It was the day of my birthday. We started the road trip, and it was a 3-day road trip, moved to Houston, lived there for about a year, went back to Sacramento, but then I would visit every year because my dad still lived there. So it's going to be extremely exciting. I had a 30 visit there earlier this year, so got a feel of their stadium already, but I'm excited.
Your favorite thing on the menu at Mama Nympha's?
Say it again?
Mama Nympha's, the Mexican place down there. You guys ever go down there? That's where Coach Mack, you've met Coach Mack at this point, I'm sure. Coach Dave McGinnis, he's the radio broadcaster for you guys.
Oh, I think I have, yeah. I think I have.
Mack takes the entire Titans radio crew to Mama Nympha's every year.
In Houston?
In Houston. That's like his go-to. I can't believe you haven't
I haven't heard of
it. Maybe that's for the tourists, not for the locals.
Right, right.
Where's the Mexican food better, California or Houston?
Oh, that's a great question.
Cali. That's easy.
Yeah.
That's easy if you ask me. But yeah.
Femi Oladejo hanging out here with us at Titans House on 104.5 The Zone.
So I'm so fascinated by you guys, that pass rushing group specifically, what you're watching for after 3 preseason games, all the tape that you have from joint practices where you're playing each other, because for the average fan, it's about when they're quote-unquote evaluating pass rush, did they get home, right? Did they sack the quarterback?
Right.
What more are you watching for when you're trying to kind of tally your improvement and the things that you want to hone in on the following week? After, say, the preseason game against Atlanta, what are you watching for when you're watching yourself?
Yeah, I think my hands, my hips, am I collapsing the pocket? Am I playing with length? Am I getting pressure on the quarterback? I think a lot of people don't understand that a sack isn't always the biggest victory. Sometimes it's the pressure.
Say that louder for him, please. I've been trying to tell him.
It's moving the quarterback off the pocket or into the pocket and making them scramble and things of that nature. So just really making sure we rush as a group. We have a saying this year, 4 equals 1. So all 4 of us stand on rush lanes. That's one group rushing the passer.
Ben Bloom is an interesting guy to get to know, at least from our standpoint. What's been like in the meetings with you guys, and what do you like about the style and what you've been able to learn from him throughout the course of the last couple of months?
Well, Coach Bloom is just a great guy in general, compassionate, but also ferocious. But I think most importantly, he's extremely smart. He knows the game of football. He knows the pass rush standpoint, the playbook, what we need to do to be in position to make plays. But just a great coach in general. He wants to see his players win, very passionate, and I love him a lot.
Yeah, it's. I don't think I've ever seen the man without a Zin in his mouth. He got those coffee-flavored Zins. It's
coffee-flavored?
I'm telling you, he tried to give me one in Houston last year. A couple years ago. I was like, that seems like a nightmare type of situation. I'd start to get the shakes. With Denard, though, and the way that he's kind of managed things for you guys, he's talked to us in press conference settings about, for you and other rookies, other young guys or new guys coming to the team, there's no kind of slow trickle type of situation. We're just going to throw everything at you and see how it goes. So what's been the thing that you've had to fine-tune more than anything else as far as how much they're giving you versus what has come more naturally?
Yeah, well, I think the cool thing about football is, like, there's only so much that you can do.
Yeah.
So a lot of the plays, they're all the same concepts. It might just be a slight switch. So you just have to make sure you study those things so when it is thrown at you, you know what you're doing. I firmly believe if you're a smart football player, you have IQ, and you study, you shouldn't struggle too much. But I think Coach Denard's done a great job of teaching us all as a defense collectively, putting us in the right position.
We're here at Titans House. A lot of Titans fans taking in the sights and sounds of the new Nissan Stadium, or what will be the new Nissan Stadium. Femi Oladejo hanging out here with us. Y'all haven't got the full experience yet, but you did get a home preseason game. What was the environment like for you?
Honestly, I thought it was great.
Yeah.
It's funny because during warm-ups, I was like, oh, it's going to be really light today.
Yeah, preseason.
And even I guess they don't let the fans in until after we're done warming up. So it looked like it was maybe like 4,000 in attendance. And I'm like, oh, well, it is what it is. And then we
have to bring your own juice tonight.
Right. And then I come out of the tunnel for obviously the real game, and it was a lot more packed than I expected. So I think that's just a great preview of what it's going to be.
It's, obviously you guys are focused on football, which is the main thing, but I wonder how much you feel the level of excitement that the city and the fan base has for your draft class specifically. Not just Cam, obviously a quarterback is going to generate a lot of excitement. And there's pressure in these jobs no matter what you do, whether there's expectations or not. But have you kind of been cognizant of the fact that there's a lot of people putting a lot of hope and excitement in the idea of you guys as a whole?
Yeah, 100%. You can feel it. I mean, when I'm out in public, meet people that recognize me and, you're going to be good this year. And you can just feel like people are really putting hope in this team. So to me, it's a privilege. I always say pressure is a privilege. So it's an opportunity for us to truly just go out there and play our best brand of football and put on for the city.
There's been a lot of confidence kind of built up throughout the course of camp in the offensive line group so far. I think from the fan base, obviously that's a unit that's had its struggles in the last few years here, but year 2 under Bill Callahan, a group that you're going up against a lot in practice. What have you made so far of the new parts and pieces and the way that they've gelled as you've gone head-to-head with them?
Yeah, I think they do a great job of working as a unit. Competing, which obviously gets us both better, and they just gel together. I think obviously with Cam at the head of the quarterback position, he does a great job of pushing them, but also showing like they want to protect him. You can tell it's a great unison. So I think that's extremely important. It's going to help us overall as a team.
Now, we've got a game of Oladejo go or Oladejo no that we played during training camp.
I remember.
But before we get to
this
it.
crap again. He said,
I remember.
This crap again. Yeah, I know, boys.
But I do want to ask you, because it was a tough week 1 for your UCLA Bruins.
I was just going to ask you if you were going to get
I'm just a lot of Tennessee fans, Titans fans, are obviously also Tennessee Vols fans. Are you hearing from folks about the UCLA and Nico thing? What's that been like over the last few days?
I've heard it most from my teammates.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's funny. I didn't really realize, but I guess in the locker room, like the alum love is huge. So everybody does, how'd your team do? How'd your team do? And everybody spoke to me. It was like, dang.
Oh, you weren't ready for that. They were coming up being like, what happened to your boys?
Exactly. Out of nowhere, I'm like, dang, everybody pays attention, huh?
So who would that be? Are you hearing it from Morgan Cox?
It's got to be the SEC guys.
Well, your new teammate, Shy Tuttle, is a Tennessee Vol, too. Is it those guys?
Shy spoke a little bit, but it's just a mix of everybody because everybody's rooting for their team.
Yeah.
So Arden, T. Sweat, Jeff Simmons, Kevin Winston.
Oh, I bet Sweat was getting it bad.
So he was getting it bad and beat. He was getting it bad and beat. So it's been a lot of fun and comedy. But speaking to that, I'm sure we'll bounce back.
Well, you want to fire up this game so Femi can
I don't know.
get it over with?
Ross played the wrong DraftKings spot earlier. We're going to have the right music?
We're going to ditch the game show music and just go straight up with the questions.
Okay.
Oladejo go, meaning yes, or Oladejo no.
Okay.
Bill Belichick will be a better college football coach than Deion Sanders.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Did you catch that one last night?
I did catch it. If we going based off that game, that's the Oladejo no.
Not looking good.
But it's funny. I was questioning. I was talking to someone. I'm still surprised he took that job. I'm still very surprised he took that job. But I'll say Oladejo.
Well, I was just going to ask, why are you surprised?
I mean, you would think, he was in the NFL for ages. Won 6 Super Bowls.
Yeah, well, 8 if you count the
as assistants.
Yeah, I mean
8. I mean
6 as a head coach. Yeah,
you would think he calls it quits.
Yeah,
but then he goes down and takes some teenage boys from the age of 18 to 21.
70 new players on that roster, though, Femi. Like, and
in NIL world, like knowing Bill Belichick, from when you hear about him, he's very strict, hardcore, but. Hey, I guess people change.
It's going to be a brave new world based on last night. And, like, Deion got those boys up. Caden Salter looked nice.
Yeah, they lost, though.
Yeah.
So both of them 0-1. But yeah, Caden Salter's a talented quarterback. Oladejo go or Oladejo no with Titans outside linebacker Femi Oladejo. Pre-game superstitions. Where are you on that?
Oladejo no. I think I'm more of a fill it out topic. I have a routine, obviously, but not super superstitious in terms of same music. Same way I go to the same, like, I play ball. I play ball, but obviously.
Let me go out there and hit somebody.
Yeah, right. So, yeah.
All right. Oladejo go or Oladejo no? Moon landing was fake.
What?
This is serious stuff. Shut up.
But what you got?
No.
I didn't ask you.
He's more important than you are. Hell no. What are you trying to get at? What are you trying to do? Some tinfoil? You got a conspiracy theory you're trying to share?
I'm just floating it out
trying to
there.
get fake news out on the air today?
Nope. Just trying to get some thoughts here.
AI might make it real nowadays.
Listen,
But
Femi, I'm telling you, the amount of stuff that I don't know is real or fake on the internet. Like
crazy.
I don't know if I'm just like, this is just going to be the rest of my life. Like I'm just going to get got by things at every turn. It's terrible.
So we're going Oladejo no.
Oladejo
Moon
no.
fake. All right.
It's the moon landing fake.
International games.
Oh.
Where do you stand? I mean, college football games are being played in Dublin. Chiefs are going to Brazil.
you said college?
Yeah, Iowa State, Kansas State played in Dublin, Ireland in week 0 a couple weeks
The
ago.
first game of the college football season opened in Dublin.
Dublin, Ireland.
I didn't know that was in. I watched it. I didn't know it was in Dublin.
We've got Michigan's playing Western Michigan in Germany next year. We've got games happening in Brazil, obviously in London.
Yeah.
Just where are you in general on international games from a player perspective?
I'm on Oladejo go.
All right.
I'm on Oladejo go. Now, I've heard it's difficult because you have such a short week and the travel's crazy, and especially if you lose, you come back. That's a long flight of a long L.
Getting right back on that plane after, you leave the stadium, you get on the jet, you go right home for 8 hours. That's a tough one.
I've heard even longer. Some flights is like 13. But
Jet lag.
Yeah, so I think it's about the experience, though, and the opportunity to play with your teammates international. I mean, you can't beat that. So
I'd be curious the next time you guys go because obviously the new stadium, your next year in the cycle would be 2027. I don't know if they're going to give up a home game to go play internationally if the new stadium's a thing. Because we've gone in 18 and 23 were the last 2 times. And I think it depends on who your coaching staff is because some people will go like, 2 days before. Some people will stay a whole week and try and get you all into a routine. So it'll be curious depending on what country y'all end up going to next time.
Is there somewhere you would like to go? I mean, whether it's a venue overseas or a place you'd like to see, like what comes to mind?
Brazil seems like
that's what I'm talking about.
He's Brazilian.
Right, real bias, huh?
Oh, yeah, real bias.
That seems like a cool spot to play, or maybe Europe. But, yeah, I mean, I haven't been to those places before, so.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Ireland feels like it's in the cards at some point given the international marketing situation. But anyway, we got one more?
Nope, we are done wasting Femi's time. Appreciate it, man.
Nah, for sure.
Femi, thanks for doing it. It's good to see you.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Continued health and
Good luck Sunday.
success.
Thank you.
That's Femi Oladejo.
Thank you.